C'è Cannavaro, c'è il capitano, c'è Cannavaro.
Hello and welcome back to another Upper 90 podcast episode. Today we got a special one for you. We're going to be talking about the most famous team you've never heard of.
Yeah, right now, if y'all don't know, Veracruz.
Is it just called Veracruz?
Yeah.
Just Veracruz, nothing else?
I think.
Thought it was something
Veracruz is a team in the Liga MX first division right now. They're about to shatter a record for the first...
World record?
A world record for the longest losing streak in history
Of
of a first
How
division
much
team.
games is it?
It's about 41 to it.
Well, yeah, because they...
42 games?
42 games.
Yeah, like 42. 40.
I think I remember
they're
seeing that other team that had the record.
They,
that has the record.
I think this is... Yeah,
They're what, African?
I think so.
Yeah, they're about to break that record. And if y'all don't know, they have been like on strike for a couple of weeks. The players have been on strike because they don't want to play because they're not getting paid.
No, they haven't been on strike though.
They've
Just been complaining on
They've
social
been
media. Like,
complaining.
Is
now.
that not a strike?
That's
Like
not a strike's
Stop.
not showing
A strike
up to
is
work.
when you pick it with the fence.
With the-
with the pitchfork.
Like in the SpongeBob
Pitchfork?
episode, the stylish is...
that's when like not showing up to work. That's a strike.
Well, maybe, but I mean they've been
I mean, they
threatening not to
basically
go.
haven't showed up to work. They haven't won a game in a year.
That's true. But
They've been saying they're not gonna. They're not gonna show up to this game that was gonna cancel the entire like
jornada.
jornada. Yeah, what do you call it in English?
The game day, I mean, that's what they call it in.
Yeah, pretty much every team in the season was gonna have to postpone
But why?
their game. I don't know.
Why?
Just because they don't show up?
No, what I heard
They
was
gotta
that they
postpone
were
your
gonna get automatically demoted
If they didn't
show up. If
Yeah,
the game
Maybe
didn't
that's
show
why
up.
they showed up.
Yeah, and I mean, they've been on that.
I mean, you're going already second division, might as well just not show up.
That's
They've
what
been
I don't
complaining
get.
about
Why
not
would
getting
they
paid.
show up and then just not play for the first 2 minutes?
Just 2 minutes? They didn't
They,
play?
it was like 4 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes. They didn't play.
Yeah, they didn't play against Tigres today. For the first 2 or 4 minutes, they were just standing there, and Tigres scored 2 goals against them, and now
And
they're
they were
losing
not playing?
3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're losing 3-0.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, well,
If you're going to show up and play.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm telling
Well,
you.
if you're going to show up and don't play the entire game. But just not playing 2 minutes and then you play again?
Yeah, what's the point of that?
Retarded.
I mean, if you had any chances of winning, you just pretty much...
Even the bench stood up. Did you see? The bench stood up and they stood on the sideline.
So stupid.
All of them. So who's their coach right now?
I have no idea, dude.
Is not Ojitos anymore?
Nah, he quit. Well, he's gonna
He
resign.
quit because he doesn't get paid?
Nah, he quit. I think because he felt bad that he wasn't able to turn the ship around like
Yeah, I
mid-season.
feel him. Well, he didn't even win a game. But he did tie, didn't he?
I don't think he tied either.
That's sad, though. How? So what happens if they get relegated?
They get relegated. I think they might even get deleted. As
They
a
don't
club
get paid.
right now.
They don't get paid at all. if they get relegated?
I think they might even get deleted as a club after this season. Cause
Yeah, I mean that's what they were talking about.
yeah,
how
they're
the
so
league-
in debt right now that and they have such a bad history right now that they're not gonna.
I mean,
keep
not
going.
winning a game in 2 seasons.
Oh, that's just embarrassing.
I mean, how long has the club been around?
Forever, as long as I can remember, in the
Veracruz
Liga
is old.
MX, Veracruz has been that
It's
one
an OG.
warrior,
It's an OG club.
one warrior at the bottom of the barrel.
But why hasn't he paid the players for?
I have no idea.
I feel like that's just for money. Like how? I mean.
Well, I mean, just talk
why?
about the way the promotion relegation works in Mexico.
Yeah, the promotion relegation
Dude, that's a whole-
is a weird system. It's I mean if you're descending, if you're the team descending, every year a team descends and a team from the second division ascends to the first division. And if that team descending from the first division to the second, if that team can pay about $8 million, then they can stay in the first division. And the second division team most likely is gonna get postponed to to another season or something like
Yeah,
that.
they have to play like another game, right?
Yeah, I mean that sucks for the second division team that just won a hard fought.
I don't get the point. I don't get the
it's
point of that. Why?
I mean, it's for the money.
It is, but why not make it like legit? Like, if a big team gets last place, then you get out.
You think it's because it's all. That's why the MLS doesn't have relegation,
They should.
and the Liga MX has relegation, but it
No,
really
we don't have
doesn't.
relegation.
It really
That's
doesn't.
not relegation.
It's not
Quotation
relegation.
marks on that relegation.
That's something else. Because if
Yeah.
a big team like Chivas, you think if Chivas gets 18th place, they're gonna go to second division?
They're not. They have to.
There's no way they're going to second
There's
division.
no
man.
way. I mean, if Veracruz gets eliminated or whatever, Chivas would be the bottom of the team, so they
Yeah,
would
they
technically
would.
have to pay
Yeah.
the $8 million to stay in first
They
division.
would pay those $8 million.
Like this, bro.
There's
They
no
would
way
just
they're ever going down.
But I
too
mean,
much money to lose if they.
like, it's all about the league. This is why the Liga MX is not a good league, because think about it. They only care about that money, because if a big team like Chivas Cruz Azul, which I mean, each of those teams is responsible for a big proportion of their income. I mean, you think they're willing to risk losing one of those teams? They'll probably even pay
No,
the
they
money
wouldn't.
themselves.
Who the
Probably wouldn't
The
charge
Liga
them.
MX, do you think they would lose a Chivas? Oh my goodness, they would never lose a Chivas.
They
They would pay
wouldn't.
the money themselves if they had to.
they would.
Yeah, they would.
I mean, this
They'll
guy
give him a
Curi,
free
the
ticket.
owner of Veracruz, he hasn't paid.
Yeah, he
Because
hasn't paid
last
anything.
season they were the team that was relegated, but they opted out. They paid,
They paid the,
but they really didn't pay.
They said they were gonna pay the $8 million, but they never
didn't.
really
He
did.
has the
It.
hookup.
He has the hookup.
He has the plug.
Give me that hookup.
Yeah,
So they were promoted. But I mean, still, how can the players not win a game in a
think-
year?
I mean, I get that, but not to go that far and not even pay the players, even if
That's
they
just-
don't win.
I know.
It's not like you're talking about a
But
league
these players-
that has like the best
Is
teams.
it the best competition?
But these players haven't played in.
But these players are like second division
Yes,
players.
they haven't. A
They're
lot of them.
trash.
Even second division players.
Some of them have been
can pull
retired.
off a
Oh, you
game.
have Salcido. Salcido's like 50 years old,
Salcido,
and he starts every game.
he's still good.
He's the star of the
No,
team.
Angel Reina. The
Well,
They took a few of these players. They took them.
the
off
goalie's
of-
probably the best player, I would say.
you have
Next to
one.
maybe
Yeah,
Angel
maybe.
Reina.
They got. I mean,
Because I can see that goalkeeper playing.
You
in
can't
another
tell
team.
me any other
he's
players.
going, I mean, I feel bad for him.
He should go to another team. I mean, how much of these players in Veracruz you think are going to get bought?
None.
I think Angel Reina might.
Maybe a future second division.
I mean, Angel Reina was already in the second division.
He's going to second division. He's going back.
But it's
One of the only ones I can see is the goalkeeper. I can see him easily playing
Cruz
for
Azul
a
wants
good
him.
team.
Cruz Azul wants him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Since he debuted in the first division, he hasn't won.
Won a single game?
Yeah.
That's sad, dude.
He doesn't know what a victory feels like yet.
And
He's
if you
gonna
think
cry.
about it,
He's
it's
gonna
kinda not
cry
his
when they
fault.
win his first game.
It's not his fault.
It's not. I mean,
So what
it's
is it?
the
I mean,
owner's
it's
fault.
only recently that he hasn't started paying him because according to him and most media, it's only 2 months that he hasn't paid him.
no.
2 months is a lot, though.
2 months is a lot, but the season started when?
But players
Like
have
2
been
months ago.
complaining about this for a long time
But
already.
2 months
The
ago.
season started about 2 months ago, maybe.
But you get
2 or
paid
3
every
months.
2 weeks. So like the first 2 games, like, and then last season too, they couldn't win a single game. Last season they ended with negative points.
But I mean, if you're not gonna pay your players, I mean, did they invest money in the club during this last when they were supposed to get relegated and now they're not because they were gonna pay the $8 million? Did they invest money on the
Nah,
club?
he didn't invest nothing.
He
can't
didn't
even
do
pay the
anything.
players. How was he
The
going
He
to
thing
couldn't
is-
even. He couldn't even play
The
the
thing
fee to
is,
stay in first division.
he decided
He hasn't even paid $8 million yet.
He
to stay
decided
here.
to get a
If
few
you-
players out of second division. I mean, out of second division and out of retirement. He decided to get a few players out because he didn't want to spend money on the team.
Well, I mean,
How do you expect
It's
that
not
team
a
to
big
win?
team.
How do you expect a team?
It's a big
I'm
team.
not- I'm
it's
not-
an OG team, though.
Yeah, but I'm not expecting him to win the league. I'm expecting him to at least win a game.
But I mean, you pick retired players that were used to play in the second division a couple
Don't
years ago.
disrespect Angel Reina like that.
You pick those players to play for your team and you expect to win a game. You expect to waste almost no money in the team and win games. You can't expect that. I mean, he should stop being greedy and just.
If you look
Try
at
a
him, bro, he
little.
looks like a boss.
I haven't seen him.
The guy, he's fat.
I haven't seen him.
I mean, I don't know why not pay the players. Like, I think I agree with the players on striking, but maybe
how are you gonna go in and like
yeah, maybe not that. Like,
be like, yeah, we're gonna plan and just stand there and get scored
yeah,
on?
just stand there. That's
that's
such
dumb.
it's like a petty move. Like, to
And
be
the
honest.
Tigres players are too.
I mean,
like,
why would they?
you
score
shouldn't have
that?
even
why would
shown
they
up.
They should have stood with the Veracruz players.
Yeah, I feel
They
like
said they were going
that's
to
another
prior
thing.
to the game. They were like, yeah,
The
we're
Liga
gonna-
MX, you're telling me there's players in your league that are not getting paid, and you're literally letting this happen in your league? What is the Liga MX
And you score
doing?
a goal against them when they're not even
I know.
playing.
What is the Liga MX doing? Like
Getting
they
that
should.
money,
Did they
bro.
celebrate when they scored the goals?
I didn't see.
Oh, if they celebrated when they scored the goals,
No, I don't think so.
Nah, he's just like
They just
walking
ran
around.
back.
yeah.
They just ran back.
But still, why would you even score?
Why even score? Like
I
you
mean,
could beat them in the 90
The Liga
minutes.
MX has bigger problems, bro. They gotta stop that.
Yeah, that is big.
They gotta stop that screen.
Nah, but this is a big problem for them too.
I think
Because this just makes the league
I
look.
think
This
this
is
is
a corrupt
I think this
thing.
is a bigger problem than the. But that's
It's because this makes it look like an amateur league.
This
worse
does-
than an amateur
This is-
league.
this
This
is-
is what happens in your Sunday league.
Yeah.
When
this
would
is
you ever
some-
see this in top
crazy.
teams? I mean, top leagues.
Never.
This is why the Mexican league will never be a great
we
league.
were talking about it. If Manchester United were to finish last place this season,
They will go straight to second division.
no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No
Newcastle
doubt
did
about
too.
it.
Nothing you
Newcastle
can do
was
about
in-
it. Nothing you can do about it. If you play a bad season, you go to second division.
That's what you should do.
And what is the Liga MX doing?
Somebody
They
has
just
to
care about
tell
the money.
the-
They just want the money. That's all they care about.
I mean, think about it though. England, if they would lose like what, Man U, they would lose a lot of money.
Big hit.
A huge hit.
I mean,
They would lose a lot of money.
at least that's fair. I mean, it's just crazy how.
I mean, I'd
unfair
actually
that
be
is.
interested to see what would happen.
Maybe they, man. I don't think they
Nah,
would.
they wouldn't.
There's no way they
if
wouldn't.
they would. I mean, I think you lose more by letting them stay. Like
Because of
prestige
all
to the league.
Yeah, you would lose everything.
You'd be considered the same as the Liga MX.
Worse, probably.
Worse, yeah. Well,
Because this is a Veracruz.
Yeah.
Veracruz is not no Man U.
Yeah, but
Think about how much the Champions League lost when they lost Man U.
yeah. That's the
Man U not going every
Man
year.
U's no-
That's a lot of
So
fans.
Tottenham.
That's a lot of views.
So how about
That's a lot of
the Veracruz fans? Y'all think that they deserve this after?
Yeah, no, there's no way they deserve this. Why would they?
I mean, I kind of feel like they do though. To be
Why?
honest.
They
How
don't.
hardcore they are. I mean,
What do
they've
you
killed.
mean?
They've killed in the last 2 years, I believe. Last 2.5 maybe years.
But
They've
you're putting all of them in one group. That
they've
not
killed-
everybody killed freaking players.
You
killed
know,
other fans.
you know that the hardcore fans are the ones that did that.
But you have hardcore fans everywhere.
And the hardcore fans are the only ones that show up to their games because
Nah.
their stadium is empty almost.
Bro,
Their stadium is near empty.
Honestly, if I lived in Veracruz, I would go to a game of Veracruz. If I could afford it, I would go. Why not? You're just going to watch football. Even if you lose, you're still going to enjoy yourself.
I mean, it's like my high school football team, my high school American football team.
See, they're trash.
people
No,
show up.
no, but
Like
nobody
Dynamo
goes watches
too.
them. Nobody goes watches them.
Dynamo,
They
the
lose.
stadium
It's empty half of the time.
here in
but-
Houston.
Yeah.
Houston Dynamo, the stadium is empty, bro. What, like
Forever
max
orange.
five? Five maybe?
Bro, last game
5,000.
over there was like what is
But in the Veracruz
the
stadium,
last game 200 people?
200 people.
Guys, if you're from Houston, you gotta show up.
in
this
the,
season,
through,
man.
man.
in the
pull up.
Veracruz game, how much fans you got in there? It's like maybe a maximum of
How much
like
the capacity
600?
is? The
No,
capacity
how
of
much
the stadium?
fans do you think show up on average?
Do they even have a stadium?
Yeah,
they do.
A big stadium?
Not that big.
I
They
mean,
have
that's
a- they
just
have a
sad though.
mascot.
I think that's just
The
sad for the
mascot is
league.
dope. I
Like,
like what the mascot.
I think I'm even more disappointed in the league than anything else, honestly.
The league, yeah.
That's just sad. Like, how are you
It's
gonna
just-
try to push your league as a
How do
good
you
league?
want to be considered a serious league when you have? Didn't you say that some of the people were living in the stadium? Some of the people that worked.
the caretakers are the doctors.
That's crazy to me.
All of those people are broke. They can't even afford a place to stay, so they just live in the stadium.
That's just, dude. That doesn't tell you how.
You
bad
have
things
players
are.
as well. Players that are taking their kids out of school because they can't afford. They can't afford to pay.
Yeah,
There were talks.
So this can't be 2 months. This has to go deeper than 2 months.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's what
you
they
can
say.
go broke in 2 months, but that seems
Maybe that's just
extreme
what they
to me.
say. because the players
Nah,
do
I think too
complain
much
that they.
'cause in Mexico, you know how you have to pay like.
Well, maybe
monthly
just the
wage?
players,
But the players do say
like
that
the
it's been
caretakers
longer.
and the
Yeah,
people
they've
that
probably
work in
been
the
having
club.
been
Maybe
paying-
those.
And you
They're
The
know,
paying
players
for a
say
while.
it's been
what's
longer.
even more
though.
crazy
The
is
players
that
have been
apparently
complaining
some
about
of the
this.
players don't even have contracts. It's just like a spoken word
telling
from
you,
the
man.
owner that said, "Yeah, I'll pay you this much." Just
And that's
keep
what
on."
I'm saying.
That's
And the
how
Liga
shady
MX
it is.
allows this. The Liga MX really allows this.
Because they just care about the money.
Man, all they care about is that cash.
But even with all this, they should still be able to win at least one.
No,
I agree with you. They should be able to, but if last season they didn't win a single game, this season they're not gonna win it.
It's because last season was the you know, kind of like the cherry on top to tell you that this is a second division team.
And this season, what is?
But because there's no relegation,
And this
It's a
again
joke
falls
at this
with the
point,
Liga
man.
MX. Like, I mean, that's just a problem.
Does
with
any
the
other
Liga
league
MX.
in the world have that? Where you could just buy yourself back up to
Probably
first?
like some other
Honduras?
countries, like India,
Maybe.
maybe.
Not
'Cause, I mean, you
even
saw a
India.
big dog like River Plate in Argentina go down to second division.
that
They
is
didn't buy
true.
themselves
and
back
it wasn't
up.
too long
Yeah,
ago.
they didn't.
It wasn't that long ago.
Dang,
I mean, that tells you.
And now they beat that one Boca Juniors. And
that's crazy. Not play for the first 3 minutes, but Tigres broke that agreement, and they scored 2 goals in those 3 minutes.
that's crazy. If that's true, that's another level for Tigres right there.
I mean, that's another level of pettiness right
That's
there.
something else, son. Like
That's very petty.
that's how sorry you are that
That-
you have to score those 2 goals.
That's a definition of a backstab.
When you had an agreement,
That shows
like
you
a
what type
personal
of club they
agreement.
are. I mean, I've never really liked it, to be honest with you.
And one of the players that scored in those first minutes was Guignac,
Yeah, and he's fighting
who's fighting for the
goal or
for
the
being
the
for
top
getting
scorer.
top scorer of the league, and who also wanted to get his 100th goal.
But what if it was just the players? Those 2 players that decided to score. And it wasn't like the team actually had like...
I mean, but how can you?
I mean, low-key, you think Tuca would do that?
What?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
would.
see Tuca
Nah,
as
he
the
would
type
do
of
that.
person.
No, he would do that.
Tuca, they will not.
Yeah,
I don't
he
see
would.
Tuca as the type of person
He
who
would
would tell his
definitely
players
do
to
that.
go score.
Yes, he would do that.
Do you see Tuca as that type
He's
of
that
person?
type of coach.
I feel like he would be
He
the one that he
would.
wouldn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't
Nah,
care.
I feel
Why
like
would
he
he
would
care?
care.
He doesn't care.
Nah, he would care. I feel like he would get triggered if they do that.
No, he does not care. He's not.
He looks
coaching.
like he's a man of his word to me.
He wouldn't care.
I feel like he would. He reminds me of Coach Wheeler.
He wouldn't care.
So you're saying that you think that he would like
I think they did it behind his back.
behind Tuca's back?
No.
No, yeah.
Imagine how mad
That's
he
what I
would
think.
be.
I don't
if
see
they did it
Tuca
behind
would-
his back.
Tuca would
Exactly.
tell
He took a
They
That's
did not
exactly
do it
why-
behind his back.
well,
He
maybe.
told them. He told them.
I can't see Tuca being like, hey, let's score in
Tuca
the
would
first 2
never,
goals.
but Tuca would never tell them, "Hey, let's not score."
Because
And-
Tuca's
and
not that type of guy that like...
if he told them
takes
that,
the cheap way out.
if he told them that, you think Guignac and Vargas would have gone ahead and scored those goals, knowing that their coach literally told them not to score it?
What's he
They
gonna
would.
do? They're the best players.
They are. He's not going to sit
Why?
Guignac out.
Why would he?
Because Guignac's
Why would
close
they
to
do
the
that?
top goal scorer.
That's
Where's
why.
Vargas?
That's
And
why.
Vargas got triggered at Tuca last time because he took him out. He was
That's
pissed.
exactly why. That's exactly why Tuca told. He probably told them, the players.
I mean-
hey, we need to get Guignac, and we don't need to make it look so rigged.
Because look, low key.
We don't need to make it look so like, it'll look like it'll make your top goal scorer award like kind of, it'll take some credit off of it. That's what
'Cause
he didn't want to happen.
If
so
you
he
look at
only
the
scored
first
one.
goal, Vargas scored from the
Like
Pretty much
basically
the
halfway. I mean,
halfway
the players
line,
weren't
yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
players were moving. It looked like he just did that out of nowhere. Well, to me, it
And
seemed
then
like
yeah, because
I don't expect Tuca.
if you
to
look
be
at the
able to do
video, the Tigres, like the defense, they were just also just standing there, and one of the players, what's his name? The guy that looks like Little Pump. Chaka, yeah.
Chaka.
He had said that he would stand with Veracruz because when he was starting out, he also wasn't getting paid. So I think it was.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's
I
not,
don't
I feel
think
like those
so.
type of players, those players like Chaka, are the players that would stand up with them. With Veracruz.
Yeah, but I mean, if your coach tells you to score the goals,
if they did that, if Tuca did that,
I know Tuca did
I lost
that.
all respect for
I
Tuca.
know Tuca did that.
I
He
can't
did
see
that.
Tuca doing that, dude. He wouldn't
He
take the
w-
cheap way out. He looks
He
like a
w-
man.
No, he would do that. He would
He
do
does.
that.
He looks like a man of his word.
He would do that. Definitely would do that.
He looks like
I know he did that.
a clean coach. I don't see him being like
Yeah.
that. I don't see him being like
He
that.
He's
wouldn't-
bro. He said he has a contract with Tigres, and they've been offering him bigger and better contracts, other clubs. And he said he's not leaving Tigres because of that contract.
They had already.
He's a man of his word, dude.
He's
I
a
don't
man
see
of
him
his
doing
word.
that.
They had already in Instagram. They had posted for a day. Who was it?
I forgot who it was. I think it was Parma.
Yeah,
Parma
yeah.
or
It was
something like
Parma. Parma from Italy. They had it up for like
Yeah, they
a
had
couple
for like
minutes.
A couple minutes.
A couple minutes. They
Welcome
had it
Tuca.
up. His post saying "Welcome to Parma, Tuca." They already had it up on their Instagram. but
Maybe they just
deleted it.
posted it.
they deleted it out of nowhere.
Because
So I mean,
Tuca didn't want to go.
Tuca said, "Nah, I have a contract."
maybe
bro.
Tuca said not release it right
Y'all
now
good, I
because
have
he
a
still has a
contract.
contract or something. But still, I know he's that type of coach. He doesn't care. Why would
He
he
doesn't
care?
look
He's
like
not,
that type of coach to
He's
me.
a,
He doesn't. He looks like a strict coach.
He does, but he would do that to get his player as a campeón or the
No.
champion of
The goal scorer, top goal
goal
scorer?
scorer. Yeah,
Or
he would
maybe
do
that's
that.
just all BS. I don't know.
Maybe it is. Maybe the media's lying.
I mean, the media does tend to lie.
Because how would they pull up to Tigres and be like, "Hey, let's have an agreement"? That's illegal, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
You can't be talking to teams about what you're gonna
Yeah,
do
you
in the
can.
game. That's
You
illegal.
can't.
it's the league.
I mean,
Yankees, bro.
it
It's
is
the
a
league
league
Yankees.
Yankees, though.
I mean, we did just see what happened right there.
I
But
mean,
I don't know.
regardless, it's crazy.
That's just something else.
Yeah.
There's something that you would see in like a
This is for a movie, bro.
This is like this should be a
there's
movie.
something you would see like in a Liberian league or
this
something.
team
like
is
this.
about to break the world record
There's
for
not something-
most games without winning.
And they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be in first division.
They shouldn't.
I mean, that's mind blowing.
Yeah, there is.
But yeah, guys. So, I mean, this is pretty interesting. If you want, you could just search up Veracruz, the world record team. Bunch of articles you could read, watch videos. So make sure you follow us on our Instagram, Top Flight Soccer TV. Let us know what you think. We'll have like polls, questions asking you guys for feedback, and all that good stuff. So see you guys on the next episode.